I often get asked, how do you know if a message is real? How do you discern if a reader is bringing you valid information? Well, I'm going to answer it this way. In 1948, there was a psychologist named Bertram Forer who gave a personality test to his students. He told them they were each receiving a unique personality analysis that was based on the test results, and asked them to rate their analysis on how well it applied to themselves. What they didn't know was each student received this exact same analysis. It was things like, you have a great need for other people to like and admire you, or you have a tendency to be critical of yourself. You have a great deal of unused capacity which you have not turned to your advantage. Or even disciplined and self-controlled outside, you tend to be worrisome and insecure on the inside. On average, the students rated these analysis results as 85% correct. In other words, most of them could apply to themselves. And after that, the psychologist Forer revealed that each student had received identical copies of the analysis, and they were taken from various horoscopes. So there were a number of statements that could be applied equally to anybody. And this type of a statement later became known as Barnum Statements, named after the late P.T. Barnum, the great showman. So how can you discern if you're receiving high accuracy in a reading? Well, you may indeed have a great need for other people to like and admire you, but in addition to that message, you can be brought more specifics instead of generalized information. So perhaps a reader will tell you that your brother has passed into spirit and he died at a young age. Your aunt had brown hair and blue eyes, and she stood 6 feet tall and was slender. Perhaps you had a relative who was an accountant in New York. Perhaps they bring in your mother, and she had a hobby of knitting or crocheting round pillows. Perhaps a poignant memory is brought through, something that had memory of a past event. You and your sister had a purple parakeet that you shared and kept it in a gilded cage until it was opened and flew away and escaped. Specifics about how people have passed or where they lived. These are evidence, details, and validation. Both you and the reader will verify the information, and that the information is clearly conveyed from the paranormal beyond normal knowledge and of the real reader, and you can verify that nobody else would have had that information, at least that was in the same room, besides you. I hope that has meaning to you. May you always have clear sight.